Hey guys, Mike Toy, Bonsai Boise. So this is a silver maple that I've had for a couple of years, and this is one of the trees that kind of, when I sprayed it with insecticide, I think it was called Z1. I'm not saying that was the cause, I'm just trying to find the pattern and anything that could be the cause. I sprayed it with that along with some other trees, and many of the trees, the leaves turned yellow and started falling off and wilting and then sort of deformed. The best way I can describe it is like little alien hands. Let me see if I can find a good example here. There's one. So it's just, that's just one example. Like a little alien hand type leaf there. And then after that, I mean, I tried, I defoliated the leaves that did not fall off so that, you know, I could get rid of all those and hopefully it would just bounce back after that, which it did. It took a while. And this is what it's looking like now, which, you know, it kind of makes sense to me, but also kind of doesn't. I'm looking for answers, to be honest with you. I've never seen one do this, and a lot of them did it right after I sprayed them with that Z1 insecticide. So I'm going to do a zoom in here so that you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'll give you a look here. As you can see, it's just these clusters of bud, leaf. You can hardly even get in there. I mean, it's so thick. Let me see if I can really. I'm just going to rip one of these off so we can get a look at it. So it's just kind of weird. Just, you know, these clusters of leaves and buds and stems and everything. This is just one little spot. Let's see if we can get back in here. You see even the color of the bark here. It's just kind of goofy. Anyways, I don't know what the cause was. I don't know if it was the insecticide or if it was something else, but it's kind of a weird coincidence that I used the insecticide on multiple trees and then multiple trees did this, and then I stopped using that insecticide and they sort of bounced back. So I'm thinking it was that insecticide. It doesn't even necessarily mean it was bad insecticide. It just could be that for whatever reason it wasn't meant for maples, because it was all silver maples and amur maples. I never know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it was all those that it happened to. So that could be it, but I guess I'm just sort of posting my experience here, and if anybody else has experience with this type of issue, you know, feel free to weigh in on the conversation and share whatever knowledge you've got. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out now. So anyway, that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to share what's going on with this tree, and like I said, I've got a few more just like it doing the same thing or similar. So if you know anything about this, if you've ever experienced this type of issue, or anything like that, feel free to weigh in, because I'd love to hear, you know, any experience that somebody else has with it, and then I'll post some updates too as these go along. I'm gonna give this a trim. I don't know what else to do with it. I mean, it's just so crazy. It's these little clusters of bush everywhere. So I'm gonna trim it up and try to get it back into, you know, respectable shape. So we'll see if that works. I'll do it on one, and then depending on how that goes, I'll do it to another and maybe another. So I'll post some updates as it goes along. Thanks for watching. Okay, I lied. I decided to just go for broke and just dig in there and hack away and kind of see what was going on. So as it turns out, I'll give you an example here. There's a perfect example right there. Sorry, mosquitoes are out. Perfect example right here. Here's one of those little clusters of bush, I would call it. All it really is back budding gone amok. So that was encouraging in a way, but also just really weird. I mean, I had to just basically, at first, I just had to kind of dig in and just sort of tear away at it just to see what was going on. And then once I got a better look, I was like, okay. I mean, I'm talking like, instead of when you normally clip a branch and then two grow from it, this was more like 10 or 12. So kind of crazy, but first time I've seen that happen. So I didn't really want to do this. I was tempted to just wait until fall and just let the leaves kind of fall off and then hack away at it then, but at the same time, these silver maples are pretty resilient and they bounce back pretty good, so I figured I would just get it back into shape, so here it is. See that? For a minute I couldn't figure out which one was the front, because that kind of looks like the front, but then that kind of looks like the front. I eventually decided that's the back and that's going to be the front. So anyways, that's it. So a lot of the leaves, as you can tell here, I'll give you a look at some of them, they're still kind of weak and, you know, deformed looking, a lot of them, and I tried to get rid of as many as I felt comfortable with of those, but had to leave some. Otherwise, I think it's bouncing back and it's healthy enough. So yeah, there it is. Wanted to give you a look at it after I did the trim. So there it is. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.